Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing tonight? Let's see if I can fix my webcam again. There we go. We're back for episode number 2 tonight, which actually feels good. It really does feel good. I kind of like the idea of splitting things up. It's one of those where it just feels like the right thing to do. But ladies and gentlemen, while we wait, we're going to be looking for 4 players to participate in Take It or Leave It tonight. And I forgot that the instructions auto-played on the slideshow. Oops. So I will deal with that when we get back to it. But we're going to wait to see if we can get anybody in on the channel that wants to participate. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for 4 players at the moment. We are looking for teams of 2 is what we're looking for. So if you got a partner or a friend or somebody you trust, that's who you're going to be looking for. It is very, very simple. 10 questions. 10 shots at the vault. Hi, Murphy. How you doing? Welcome back, my dear. We'll just have to wait and see if Keggy shows up for you. But it is 10 questions, 10 shots at a vault for a possible maximum prize of 35, no, 35, 30, I forget. I think it's 60,000 whammies to be split between the 2 players, I think. But we'll see when we get there. I never remember the actual number. I know there's 15, 5, 750, and a bunch of smaller ones. But it's basically 10 questions. You and your partner, if you start the game off, you will be on question number 1. If you get that question right, you will get a shot at picking 2 vault combination or two vaults. One you'll keep, one you will get rid of. If you miss the question, no vaults for you for that question. And we change teams. And you basically go to what is known as the sin bin. I never liked that term for take it or leave it. I get why they used it, but it just looked like a couch. All right, you're not in the game. Go sit on the couch. And it like doesn't have the feel. I think, what was it? I think they should have made the sin bin a little more of a box structure, so it looked like a hockey rink cage box. That's what I think. But like I said, guys, I do like the idea of doing 2 lists during the day. Maybe a 1-player game if we squeeze it in. But I'm going to hold off on the 1-player game till next week, because here's what I'm going to do next week. It was supposed to be this week, but I backed off and was going to declare, since it's the end of August or the end of July, I was going to declare today 1-player game day. Yeah, pardon me. But I spent enough time working on this that I just wanted to get a run through done of it. Because for those of you guys that don't know, I don't have playtesters. I don't have question pack writers. I do everything myself, with the exception of when Russ gives me the basic formula or the template for a game. Other than that, it's literally me, myself, and I. And I should not be yawning. That's why I'm opening up the extra energy drink tonight. And I forgot to make my coffee. I'm ashamed of myself. I forgot to make my coffee. But yeah, my original plan was all 1-player games tonight. And I got to thinking, I'm like, I want to fix a couple of them before I do anything. Like I said, I know Insanity works. Most of Price is Right works, but I got one I've got to fix in there for sure. And I know most of Monopoly Millionaire Club is right, but again, I've got one I want to fix or update. So I figure I'm going to come home from the office pretty much, not counting tomorrow, and I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to literally do all 1-player game write-ups. I, for instance, know the code works. I've been wanting to do the Color of Money, but the Color of Money is not, the way it's written is not exciting to me. You pick a color and then you pick where you think the amount of money in it ends. I'm not a fan of that. I think every game, even the luck game, should have trivia or knowledge to them. So I'm thinking, that the Color of Money will be the standard 16 ATM machines, but you have to answer 1 question per machine. If you answer 1 question per machine, then you can try to collect the money out of it. I've worked on the timer a little. That's going to be my big hiccup tomorrow, or when I start working on it, because pardon me, I try to make these with as small of a footprint as possible. So I have to decide of 1 question, 2 questions, or 3 questions. I'm leaning towards 1. And then work the timer and the coloration and all of that so it works. The problem is, and this is just me, I'm not a great... Damn. All right, come on, Mark. Quit yawning. I am not a great graphical designer. I will admit that. 99% of what you see that I do graphically is basically circles and squares chopped up into a billion pieces. That's why that's the majority of my game. Macklemore, I think, is what you want. Murphy, I think. But I'm not sure. I don't remember this question. I do not remember this question at all. Do I not have sound on this? Oh, I don't have sound on this one. Huh, okay. So since I don't have sound on this one, we're gonna play some background music. Hello, kids. Well, I said 45 to an hour. No, it's got to be more than that, because I sat down and watched a 30-minute show, had dinner. Got to be more than 45. No, 90 minutes to an hour. Oh, that's it. Kayla says we all gotta quit today. Oh, that's why we're not in any rush, Kegs. I would have swore. Hey, it's listy math. It's listy math. 90 minutes to an hour. Cardinals math. Did you see anything that says I was a Cardinals fan? No. All right. I'll have to look at the timer on the last stream. Let me go look. All right. Let me go look at. I didn't pay attention to the how long the last one ran. How long the last one ran? Bum, 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 bum. Two hours, 10 minutes. 7, that was 9:10. Wait, because I started at 7, went 2 hours, 10 minutes, makes it 9:10, which means anywhere till 10:10 to 10:30. This is what you call Chicago math. That's Chicago math for you, kegs. Because I know we started at 7. It says 2 hours and 10. The video went 2 hours, 10 minutes. That's 9:10. And then 60 minutes or 90 minutes to an hour means 10:10 to 10:30. So I think my math is right. I think. And if not, you guys can yell at me and say I can't tell time, which I can't normally. I set my alarm clock on my iPad for when I gotta get up and work in the morning. I always set it up like an hour early for some reason. I'm up at 4 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock. So yeah, it might be me. Okay, Murphy volunteered you to be her partner, just so you know.
Welcome to Las Vegas and welcome to Caesar's Challenge. Now, this is a game show where you not only get a chance to win these beautiful prizes, but also...
And who knows, if it's just you two, you'll be opponents. But like I said, we're going to give everybody time to show up and get everybody's brain cells working. Alright, so here is going to be the one rule. If, for instance, and I'll put Murphy and Kegler together. If Murphy is the one that gives me the official first answer for question 1, Kegler has to give me the affirmative official answer for question 2. So you're going to alternate as to whom is the question answerer. So you can't just say, I don't know, I'm going to let Kegler answer this one. I don't know, I'm going to let Kegler answer this one, and so on and so forth. That's why you're a team. You trust your partners to answer your questions. So just so you guys know. Alright, so we're going to wait and see who's here and who would like to take on the team of Kegler and Murphy. Now, I've got enough questions for 2 games. If you guys push me, if we get enough participation, I can try to get 3 together. It will take me a few moments to do, but we can try. So I'm looking for 2 players that are interested in taking on Murphy and Kegs in a team competition game. If you're here and interested, please just feel free to volunteer in chat. We will give everybody a few minutes to do so. And I closed my cool timer. Why did I close my cool timer, Kegs? What do you say? Since Kegler says my timer is off, I'll say 7 minutes. So we will start this in 7 minutes. If we can't find you to an opponent, then we'll make you guys play against each other. But I would love to have an opponent for you two. And the 7 minutes could change. If I'm in that kind of mood and you guys are talkative and we keep things going, then I may add some time until we find an opposing team. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the List Wits After Dark. We have been struggling to get the late night game going, so we cheated a little. We ran an earlier game this afternoon or this evening, and just reminded everyone that we are going to be on tonight. And we'll see if it works. Let's do this. There we go. And I put that in the wrong channel room. Dang it. There we go. Now it's in the right channel room. All right, so how's you guys? So did everybody have a good break? That's the question. Did the break work for everybody? Now what I got to do, Kegs, is I got to get those other like interactive ones going. You can't hear me? Huh? Why can you not hear me? Oh, that's because my because it goes to the default machine, or my audio quit working. Huh. That's weird. Let me see. No, because I'm not hearing myself either, am I? Now I'm hearing. There it is. All right, now you should hear it, Murphy.
Yeah, I hear you now.
That was weird because I didn't turn it off. Oh, you watched the pilot of Take It or Leave It, and that's why you said it was only 40. Well, see, I watched Inside Job, which is 28 minutes. Did dinner. Of course, I kind of overlapped the two. So that was at least 30. It still can't be right. Like I said, because I started at 7. The video said 2:10. So that's 9:10. Plus 40 minutes. Which is 10 o'clock on the dot. Because that's what I was timing it for. Murphy, help me with the math.
I'm the wrong person. Math is not my strong suit. I'm the wrong person to ask you.
So I'm trying to bring you out of your shell a little, Murphy. Because when we were doing, what was it? Was it Strikeout today? Were you on?
No, I didn't play Strikeout. I played,
Oh, Topper's Game.
yeah.
And all we were getting out of you was yes, no, maybe. I felt like you were being a robot, Murphy.
Yeah, and I think it's because I've been, I don't know. It's, and I can tell you off stream, but I'll tell you this off stream, but yeah.
No, see, I worry about you. When you go to these short answers, it's like, is she normal today?
Yeah, it's did you play Checklist last week? On Topper's Game last week? Did you play it?
Yes.
What did you think of it?
I actually finally got on the medal table.
So, because it was written by me and Colo, so that's why I was wondering how did you like it?
I'm still mad because I should have taken first, but Topper's bot doesn't use all the time it says it uses.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It ticked me off.
Why I got lucky on my first money bags. I got lucky that he chose the wrong.
Oh, how'd you do,
one.
by the way? Because, like I said, it crashed on me.
I don't know. I didn't see the last. Zeus. When did you? What round was it? The last one?
Yeah, the finals. I didn't get to see the finals.
So it was me, Otogi, and Zeus?
Yep.
Okay, so Zeus, so there was a constitution question. And I'm saying, oh, I'm gonna be good because the Togi's Russian and Zeus is British. There was something that said something about clauses. And I had like 53 something. I didn't pick it up. I was first. I didn't pick it up. Zeus picked it up, and it had like it had 50,000 in it. So I could have doubled, and it was plus the 50,000 plus a steal. Oh. So that's what he did. Guess who he stole? the 31,000 or the 53,000. Or who do you think he stole? Exactly. And then he kept on being in front. So he ended up getting like 91,000 or something in that round.
Once you're in that control spot, if you don't make a mistake, you're gonna own that game.
Yeah, and I was in pole position. I didn't take that, so yeah.
It happens. Look at it this way.
Then I got a giveaway.
Oh.
So I was like, oh no. But yeah. So it was like So I went down from that to 3,000. And yeah, and then at that point, there's no getting back. So it was like, oh.
It happens. I did the same thing, Kegs. I'm sitting there, and that's because I think that was the last question. And I'm like, Peru. I know this is Peru. This is south of the equator. And I just sat there, and I let it go. And I so wanted to slap myself, because those were the only 2 bags I screwed up on. Was the Rick Astley birthday one. I missed it by a year, because I thought they were born in 1967. And then the Machu Picchu one. And then...
I was just roots that I won my first round, because I was going to pick that Ronald Reagan one as well. I was going to pick that.
Oh, I knew that one. I'm like, somebody's going to pick this by mistake.
As soon as he picked it, I'm like, oh my God, he's right. He's right. He picked it, and he was like, he got, the election was...
It was 1980, not 1981.
Yeah.
I knew somebody was going to pick that because the way the question was worded.
And that's how I got, because I got my 50,000 because that's what was in the, whatever he had, it went to me because it was a steal.
Yep.
And he got whatever it was. I forget what it was.
It was a giveaway.
But that's how I won that. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel so bad, but I'm like, I also am glad, because if I was pole position, I would have picked that as well. So.
But yeah, I was fighting for the lead through the first round. And then for whatever reason, I got sidetracked, and I looked back over, and there was a steal, and I had lost the 50 bag. And then I'm like, all right, I'm paying attention. I'm going to get back up this chart. I'm going to get a top 3. And then the computer crashed. And I was so heartbroken. And I don't know why it's that game on Toppers that when it comes up on Twitch, it's the one game that it seems to crash my computer. And it shouldn't, because I'm just viewing it.
Yeah, and a lot of questions, like he said, oh, you're just out of time, you know?
Well, see, like I said, that's the thing with Topper. I swear Topper has misjudged his bot timer.
And what I do, so since I can't be on Twitch whispering and being in Discord, what I do is I use an iPad.
Yep.
So I'm using my iPad to whisper, but I'm also trying to time on watching Discord on stream and trying to put in just a random letter, you know? Yeah. I miss sometimes with Ashes too. I miss it with Ash too.
See, I don't have that problem with. I do not have this problem with. Well,
I just don't pay. Sometimes I don't pay attention, or I'm watching the stream more than the chat, so I miss completely because the stream is like 3 seconds delayed. You know.
3. Oh.
Yeah. That's 3. I have a 3-second delay.
I had, because, like I said, with checklists last week, I had checklists beat. I knew every question, ironically, or I was close enough where I could make up for it. Yeah, Kegs, I'm with you. 3 seconds is more like Topper is, for whatever reason, for me to receive his stream, I'm 16 seconds behind constantly.
No, that's...
Constantly. I mean, I fall behind. My setup is not the greatest, so I'm going to fall behind on everybody's. But Topper's is the worst. And that's no offense to Topper.
No, I was saying on Ash's and Ben's, mine is 3 seconds. For some reason on Topper's, it is worse.
And this is the reason I say Topper's is the worst. Topper has always said, if you're playing Moneybags and you're in the audience, if a player doesn't grab the bag quick, you've got 12 seconds.
Yeah.
I timed it today. I had 4 seconds to make a decision.
That's like impossible. Like, there are people who get it in really quickly, but that's...
I had 4 seconds with Topper's chat today to make a decision.
Jeez, that...
And normally, and like I said, if I'm watching Ben, Matt, at Trivia Night Online, Sunset, Trivia Galaxy, Shadow, I am never that far behind in chat.
Yeah, and it makes it really hard to play when you're that far delayed. Like, it's...
And the one you can see it the most obvious on, if you ever pay attention, is pay attention to rebound.
Oh, I can't play rebound because I can do rebound fine, but when you go to the last 10th round where it's going back and forth and you have to, I can't, because I'm on mobile.
Yep.
So it's when it's going between red and blue, it's almost impossible because I have to watch the screen. You can't watch that in that, you have to watch the screen to see.
But Kegler, rebound will show the delay in chat. And this is how I know how bad it is. This is when I know when it's bad.
Yeah.
And rebound is fun. I find rebound Topper's best game of his life.
I can't do rebound because it's just... It's difficult because I'm on mobile, so it's really difficult.
But this is what I'm saying. I put an answer in the chat. It was one of those where it's the ABCD question. I'm answering the question as soon as it pops up in chat. I'm 8th or 9th down the line in terms of speed.
Yeah.
And I know I was quicker than that.
Yeah, it's...
The Roman numerals question was one of his best. I'd have to remember which one that was, Kegs. That might have been an episode I didn't catch. That might have been the episode I actually sat down in the chair and I was working that morning, and apparently when I woke up, I had an Excel cell that I had been typing in that was just because I fell asleep on the keyboard, typing on the keyboard, and I missed every show that day. I missed Inference, I missed Topper, I missed Hands on Buzzer. I missed all 3 of them. And I think that was like right before I was doing I decided to do the late night stuff. But yeah, so rebound really shows you as a player how far behind you are on Topper's stream.
Yeah, and I got when they did the Disney one, and you had to do I got all those questions in. It never just showed. I knew I got it, but it showed that I only got 2. In my whispers though, I had every single question in there right.
Yep.
But it showed on rebound, and that's why I don't play it, because I'm like, I know, because the person that I went up against in this one had only 6 of them. I got every single one right, so I would have been able to pass.
You would have made it to the finals.
Yeah, but it didn't show. It didn't show up because... And I think also that final would be hard because you have to... it's based on your time you get in, too. So if you are taking a long time, your gauge goes,
Really? That was a round? I missed that one. I would have blown that one out of the water.
Kevlar, I was just guessing on that one, and I got none right.
I would have blown that round out of the water if I'd had a shot at it. Because you could put up an imaginary number right now. Let's just say, well, let me do this. So, C, D, X, V, X, L, V, I. And that's just an example one, right? That's 1,446. Or no, 2,446.
Yeah, they were.
Now, if he cheated,
And then they had some like math ones where I'm like, yeah, I'm just not gonna.
Now, if he did them where it was
get random numbers.
If he had done it where it was like a math question, okay, then I could see it being a. Then I could see it being a nightmare, like MMCD.
Sometimes it's like, which is it odd or even or whatever. Or if I'm like, I'm gonna just, or like, or one he had like 3 plus 3 whatever, and then it went on and on to like 16 divided by 10 or whatever. Things like that I can only do with a calculator. But here's the thing: you're not in that time. You're not going to be able to type all those in a calculator in that time limit. You know. So I'm just putting in random numbers, random guesses, and I was so happy I got 2.
Well, that's because I mistypoed cake. Now, with something like that, then I can see it being harder. If he did something like that where he made it a math equation.
Yeah, they have before, and I'm like.
Then I can see that being harder.
Yeah, it's also like. Because you also have that time to figure it out, too. So it's like. Yeah.
Plus, I have a habit of always, when I enter in an answer, I tend to like my pinky finger doesn't hit the return key straight. So I'd give an answer like this. And his bot doesn't count it.
Yeah.
I've been burned on that a couple of times. But that's on me, because I got to learn to type better.
Yeah. I haven't been near shoes for a while, so I was like, I came in here, I'm like, oh, spin. I'm like, wait, it's not working. Wait, why isn't it working? Oh, it's this command.
Yep.
And I'm like, what is that command? What is the command? I'm like, oh, yeah. It's explanation like, will. I'm like, oh. And I don't know where the string came from because I don't go into any stream that has that command. So I don't know.
All right.
That was what it was, yeah. Because that's what the questions were, like that, yeah.
See, if that's all it was, I could do that in a heartbeat. Like I said, I just mistyped the 1446 because I wasn't paying attention. I am good at reading Roman numerals for whatever reason.
Now the simple ones, like I know like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anything else, I don't know. 7 maybe. Yeah, I don't know what else. But when it gets to double digits, it's hard. I don't like.
MIM is not 1999? Yeah, it is. Because M is 1,000, IM is 999. No. Well, yes and no. Officially, either answer is correct. 1999 can be written either way. You're supposed to use the bigger numbers, but nope. 50 could be written no, because you have a replacement. You have a single character replacement. 50 is defined, so you have to use what is defined. 50 is always L, so if you have 50, you have to replace it with the L. But MIM is a valid number. It's never written that way, but it's a valid number. All right, Murphy Cakes. I don't think we're going to get some opponents for you. Unless you guys...
I'll go up against him then. I'll go up against Kegler then.
Unless you guys want to wait a little while and see if anybody else shows up. Because I know Shadow's lurking. I don't know if he wants to participate.
I mean, I know you want to put us to. I would go against him if you can't get anyone. Not that I'd win, but you know.
You never know. Sometimes it falls in your favor. Sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, officially you go from the thousands place to the hundreds place to the tens place, but scholars have said that MIM is a legitimate Roman numeral. You'd almost never see it written that way. But they do say, the scholars say it is a legitimate Roman numeral. Kegler's fine with waiting. I'm in no rush. Like I said, I'm off tomorrow. That's why late nights are Sunday nights now. Alright, so far, by the way, for those of you that are asking, I said I might do one weekday stream. So far, the recommendation has been Wednesday.
And I figured this out, and then you could just, like, if you, I don't know if you turn it, you could rate into sheep like she said. Rate into okay.
Uh-oh, Kegler's last Sunday night. Oh, late night Sunday. Well, like I said, Kegs, Sunday I am going to split into two.
No! Why? Kegler, why? Why are you failing?
Because
No,
he has juniors and missuses.
Yeah, there's live Kegler. But there's live.
And we stayed up so late after the show last Sunday that Kegler probably was late getting to work. Foro starts school in 3 weeks. Well, that's true. It's August.
Oh, I was like 4.0. I'm like, what does that mean? 4-year-old start. That's what it means. I'm like, what does that mean? I was like, what?
My schedule needs to. I wish my schedule was. What's the word? I wish my schedule was structured.
Yes, Kegler, I got that. I figured it out. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what 4.0 means. After I figured it out, I was like, oh yeah, that's your 4-year-old.
The one is still mad that it doesn't involve doing,
Chores.
yeah, chores.
Do I get to get out of chores on this? No. Like, we don't have chores here. That's not on the.
But yeah, I kind of realized over the past 3 weeks that the Sunday nights are really tough.
And it's going to be, I mean, even tougher when you get kids. I'm not kids. People who have kids or going to school or in college or, you know.
Yep. And it was one of those cases of, all right, I've got to do something to at least remind people I'm still here and still in one piece. So, like I said, the weekday ones will probably vary because like I said, it's all going to depend on how I feel when I get home. If I'm dead to the world when I get home, it's going to be send out message that says, no game tonight, I'm going to sleep, and I will not wake up till 4 o'clock in the morning. Or I won't wake up till midnight. Because I'm an old man. I have learned this. I go to sleep at 9, I'm up by 12, and then I'm back in bed till 2, then I'm awake at 2, then I'm awake at 4, and then 5. I have old man syndrome. And so, just give you guys a word of advice, don't get old. Do like Logan's Run. When you turn 35, go for renewal. Oh, did I say one of the questions? No, I haven't used that one yet. Well, you don't count, Cakes. You're my age, or close enough to it. Because I learned today how old Murphy was. I learned how old Saruta was, I think, today. And somebody else, because somebody said something about I'm old and I'm X number of years old, I feel ancient, and I'm just like, you guys don't know anything yet.
Wherever you could force Twisted to play.
Hello, Twisty!
That's a bad word. I mean, that's not the best word to say, but, you know, whatever.
The square root of hypothesis is a conundrum. Oh, where's Moneymaker? I put Twisty and Moneymaker together on a team. And then all hell would break loose. So like I was saying, guys, starting next week, and I cannot promise which day, I'm going to go back to doing one evening stream sometime between Tuesday and Saturday. Then we're going to do one evening stream early on Sundays, and then one late night stream on Sundays. So bear with me as I try to balance my work, life, and my game show hosting. Yes, you would. I know you would. But that's why you test things, is to break them. Get your work life right, yo. It's not my work life. It's my sleep work life is my problem. Let me put it this way. I have this habit of zoning out when I'm at work. I'll be working on something clear as a bell on my screen on my computer, and all of a sudden I'll look up and I will have forgotten what I was doing. I'll remember what I was doing, but I'll look down at my notes, and my notes are like scribble notes because I'm just sitting there typing in with no sense of what I'm typing. So it's one of those where you got to get the food truck working so I can have a salad.
It's in this jumble of letters is the name of the world's most famous baby doctor. Can you find it? Now you see it. That's how we play.
But it will happen to me at least once a day when I'm working, where I zone out. I just blank. And it's not that I'm sleeping or anything of the sort. It's just I forget. My mind just suddenly goes off on a tangent, and I'll sit there and I'll have these thoughts of something else. And by the time I come back, it's just I have this string of characters on my notes, or I will have closed a window I did not intend to close because it was like my hand moved. The engine shuts off sometime. Exactly. That's one reason I have started like taking my thermos to work with nothing but hot coffee. Because it's like my break room in my office is horrible for sugary caffeinated things, because they never keep enough Dr. Pepper at the office. Had your O2 sensor removed. Wait a minute. All right, paging Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine. They don't. It's literally either that's all anybody at the office drinks, or they so minimally stock the Dr. Pepper that I will go in and it's like I'll be reaching in for one. I gotta reach all the way to the back to get the last one because it doesn't slide down the front. But I will tell you what does work is you get it's not the 5-hour energy drink. It's a drink called Tweakers. Now, no, it's not a drug. It's literally a 6-ounce energy drink. And it's one of the few things, because like I said, I go through these like they're water. They don't work anymore. But it's called Tweakers. And no, it's not a drug. It's not nothing like that. And it's like, it's the only thing that works for me. But I only have one, and it's only like every few days. Yes, they will mess with you. I've learned that. But that's why you don't do them every day. See, that's where I get mad at the Coke products and the the knockoff brands or ginger ale. Everything's going caffeine free. It's like, no, I want the caffeine. I need the caffeine. Oh, no. I will have... This is what my desk setup usually is, Twisted. Is I'll stop up at the store. I pick up 2 rock stars because they're the only thing that work anymore. And they gotta be fruity rock stars. I can't stand any of the other ones. 1 bottle of Tweaker. Okay. Then I get to the office. I go put those on my desk. And the first thing I do is I grab 1 of the Dr. Peppers. So it's 4 drinks on my desk. By the end of the day, I'm through 2 of them. Doesn't matter which 2. I'll be through 2 of them. Then the next day, I only go through 1 of those 2. And then the next day, I go through the last one. But like I said, it used to be, and I'm weird like this. It used to be Venom energy drinks worked fine for me. Or at least they worked fine for me at first. And then they quit working. I mean, they stopped. It was like I said, it was like drinking water. So then I jumped over to the canned Starbucks stuff. And that stuff quit working. Then I went over to Rip It, and that stuff quit working. It's like my body says, okay, I'll give it to you for a week, but at the end of the week, I'm just going to treat it like it's water, and you're going to piss it right out. And so it's like, and then there's this coffee thermos. Time to take a break if they're not working. Well, that's what it was. The problem is, you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You still got to have something to wake you up. So once those quit working, you go on to something new your body's not used to. Then you go back to it. And pray you've adapted to the new one and not the old one. No worries, Murphy. Go take care of family. That's the important thing. Alright, so Kegs, it looks like you're by yourself. Twisted, you up for being my opposing player? It's a simple game of give or take. Or known as take it or leave it. Alright, the rule of the game is to get to step 10 by correctly identifying questions and answers. We're going to start with Kegler on step 1. And we're going to show him a question. And the computer is going to show him a possible answer. When we show you that answer, Kegs, you either have to take it or leave it. If you take it, that's your answer to the question. If you leave it, you have to take the second answer. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you are correct on your take it or leave it choice, we will send you to the vault or the vaults. you will pick 2 vaults from the board. And will show you the values on the vaults. And you will have to make the same decision. After we show you the first vault, do you take that amount or do you leave it in hopes of a better amount? However, in the vaults there are 2 booby traps. If you take a vault and it's the first vault and it's a booby trap, you lose your turn. If you miss the question, you lose your turn. If you miss your question, the opposing player comes in for the next question, does not get to choose 2 vaults for the missed question. So you only get to open a vault on the correct choice. All right? So with that, let me get the board up. All right, so Twisty, you are going to start us off. Are you ready, my friend? All right, here is question number 1 for you. The ABC miniseries, Rich Man, Poor Man, was based on the lives of what family? The computer says the name of the family is Jordache. So, if you believe that is the correct answer, you will want to take it. If you believe it is the incorrect answer, you will tell me to leave it. If you leave it, whatever comes up, we have to take as your guess. So the question is, the ABC miniseries, Rich Man, Poor Man, was based on the lives of what family? Was that the Jordache? You are going to leave Jordache. And the computer says the alternate answer is Jordan. Is it Jordan? No, it is Jordache. It is Jordache, which means Kegler takes over on step 1. Oh, Twisted, giving it away early. All right, Kegs, are you ready? Here is question number 2. What did the author Danielle Steele title the perfume line she introduced in 2008? So what did author Danielle Steele title the perfume line she introduced in 2008? The computer says that perfume is Danielle. You're going to take it. So you believe the computer is telling you the correct answer. Is Danielle Steele's perfume line Danielle? It is Danielle. So nicely done, Kegs. And we send you, not to the vaults, to the wall. All right, Kegs. There are 20 vaults on the wall for you. I need 2 of those vaults to be chosen. Number 8 and number 9. Now, we will always reveal them in the order you choose them. So, we're looking for a good money amount in vault number 8. Behind vault number 8, we have 2,500 whammies. Now, the question is, do you want to take that 2,500? Or do you want to leave it and take what's in vault number 9? You're going to leave it, so you are going to take what's in vault number 9. All right, what is in vault number 9? 1,500. That's all right. It's only 1,000 difference. So we're going to take the 1,500, and that goes in the bank. So that is what you are currently playing for. All right, but you are still in control, Kegs. We are on step number 2. And here is, or why does it say step 2? It should say step 3. Here is your next question. Appearing on General Hospital, he was pop music's first soap opera hero on U.S. television. The computer says that's Rick Springfield. You're going to take it. Was Rick Springfield the first pop music soap opera star? It was Rick Springfield, and it was Rick Springfield, and when Rick Springfield left, they brought in Jack Warner. General Hospital, I think, is the only soap opera to try that, to get younger viewers in. I think it was the only soap opera to actually try bringing in people and that had pop music careers on the side, or developed pop music careers. All right, Kegler would like number 7 and number 6. All right, Kegs. What is in box 7? It is 12,500. The second highest number on the board, Kegs. Do you want to take that and add that to the bank? I figured as much. We're going to take it. And then we're going to reveal what was behind box number 6 was 5,000. Oh, so out of the first 4 boxes, they've all been on the right-hand side. They've all been on the right-hand side so far. And we are going to leave box number 6. Hey, we're going to go back to the questions. All right, Kegs. Your next question. Question number 4. This U.S. National Park with 46,753 acres of underground chambers is in blank. Or let me rephrase that. The U.S. National Park with 46,753 acres of underground chambers is in New Mexico. There are a number of underground U.S. parks, but the one that is 46,753 acres. Oh, you're going to leave it. So which one are you thinking? Because the answer you're going to take is Kentucky. Oh, and the correct answer was New Mexico. It was indeed New Mexico. Carlsbad Caverns is 46,753 acres. Mammoth in Kentucky is the second largest, but I think it's only like 20 some odd thousand acres. All right, Twisted, that means the board is yours. Here is question number 5. What is the first bridge that is passed under in the annual Oxford-Cambridge boat race? And the computer says that bridge is Hammersmith. The first bridge that is passed under in the Oxford-Cambridge boat race. You were so excited he missed the New Mexico one. It's one of those, be careful what you wish for. Because you just might get it. You're going to leave it. So it is, you're saying is not Hammersmith? Is Chiswick? Is it Chiswick? No, it's Hammersmith. It is Hammersmith. Hammersmith is the first bridge. Chiswick, I think, is the last bridge. Kegler, that means you are back in control. And here is 1, 2. I need my file open. Give me a minute. Because I have to make sure I don't go past question 10. It's weird because it's not stepping through on wrong answers, and it should. I'm going to have to fix that. All right, Kegler, your question. In 1941, the USSR annexed 3 countries. 2 were Latvia and Lithuania. What was the third? The computer says Turkmenistan. You're going to leave it. And you're going to hope the correct answer is Estonia. God damn. I need my other glasses, I think. And it is Estonia. All right, that means Kegler is back to the wall. See, I should have put Georgia as my first choice. Let me see, what were my 4 choices for this? Because I think it only uses the first 2. Nope, Estonia and Turkmenistan. All right, Kegler is going to take number 10 and number 19. Whoa. What? Hold on. Oh. Typo in my code. Ooh, glad that one didn't blow that up, or I've been pissed. All right, in vault number 10. Kegler, you're looking for anything but a booby trap. Is a penny. Would you like to take that penny, or would you like to leave it? Now you could leave it, and there's the booby trap up there. All right, we're going to leave the penny. And in 19 is 750 whammies. It means we are up to 14,750. And with that, Kegler, you are still in control of the board. And your next question. Which Canadian province is home to the world's largest Ukrainian Easter egg? Which Canadian province is home to the world's largest Ukrainian Easter egg? And the computer says it's Alberta. So the choice, Kegler, is Alberta. Do you wish to take it or leave it? You're going to keep Alberta. Are you right? The largest Ukrainian Easter egg is in Alberta, Canada. And you think the other choice was Manitoba? No, my other choice was Ontario. I think I shuffled that one up. So with that, Kegs, 2 more on the wall. Which vault would you like? Number 5 and number 20. And in vault number 5, 3,500 whammies. Now, the question is, are you going to keep the 3,500? Or try for a bigger amount? There are only 3 bigger ones up there. He's going to take the $3,500 for the bank. Reasonable call. And in number 20, you would have revealed the booby trap. Oh, one booby trap down. So there is only one booby trap left on the board. And let me see how many questions we got left. 1, 2, 6. So we got 2 more questions left. Nope, he did not. He left the booby. He kept the $3,500 and got rid of the booby trap. So he is safe still. All right, Kegs. Your next question. In MacGyver, what foundation did Richard Dean Anderson's character work for? According to the computer, it's the Zeus Foundation. Is that a take it or leave it? And I'm making a mess all over myself. You're going to leave it. You think you know what this one is? You think it's the Phoenix Foundation? It is the Phoenix Foundation. So with that, Kegs, 2 more off the board.
Ladies and gentlemen, the master of the house, Bob Monkhouse.
15 and 17. Number 15. Number 17. And vault 15. Again, we're looking for any small amount. We'll take a small. Is 100 whammies. There are 5 less than your 15. 6 more than your 15, Kegs. Do you want to take it or leave it? Kegs is rubbing it in. All right, he's going to leave the 100. And in box 17, we have... Oh, Kegs! I can't believe you knew that. Booby trap! Oh! I think Kegs was going to do it to kind of rub it in. You're looking under the cards. All right, that means Twisted. This is the last question of the round. If you get this right, you go to the wall. The booby traps are gone. If you get this wrong, Kegler goes to the finals. So here is question number 10. Who Who were called as funny as the Marx Brothers when their 1964 movie debuted? Who were called as funny as the Marx Brothers when their 1964 movie debuted? The computer says it's the Beatles. Twisted, do you want to take this answer or leave it? You're going to leave it. Your alternate choice was Monty Python. Is it? Oh, no, it was the Beatles. 1964, they debuted the movie Help, I think. I think it was Help. And the movie was considered funny enough to have the Beatles be called as funny as the Marx Brothers. Which means Kegler. With that, you are playing for 18,250 whammies. So, are you ready, Kegs, to try to earn some of those big whammy numbers back? All right, for this, we're going to show you 5 questions. I'm going to give you a take it option. Again, if you take it, we don't show you the alternate answer. If you leave it, we show you the alternate answer, and you automatically have to take that. So, your goal is which one you're going to feel most confident in your guessing on. And the reason I say that is because once we've done all 5, the computer is going to reveal the 5 questions with all the correct ones first. However, if you do not stop it before a wrong answer comes up, your game ends. All right? So, for instance, we show you 5, you get 2 right, and that third question comes up and it shows that you're wrong, and you didn't stop at question number 2, then your game will end no vault choices. Okay? So, with that, here is your final round, first question. Drink up! What alcoholic pen name did Hector Hugo Monroe use for his writings? The computer says he used the pen name Saki. Do you want to take that answer or leave that answer? You're going to leave it, which means you are going to take whatever comes up afterwards. Who described Hollywood as a place where they pay you $50,000 for a kiss and 50 cents for your soul? Is that Marilyn Monroe? Your mom's Marilyn Monroe? More like Skeletor. So, Kegs, do you want to take that question or that answer, or leave that answer? All right, you're going to take Marilyn Monroe. Question 3. What is the term for someone who continues to work during an ongoing strike? The computer says they're known as a blackleg. Is that a take it or leave it? A term for someone who continues to work during an ongoing strike. Going to leave it. You do not think it is a blackleg. All right. In 1958, British Overseas Airway Corps inaugurated jet passenger commercial service from London to this city. The computer says Sydney. Is that a take it or leave it? In 1958, British Overseas Airway Corps inaugurated jet passenger service from London to Sydney. All right, he's going to leave it. Built in 1923, the first modern planetarium is still in use in this German city. And the computer says Munich. Do we want to take it or leave it? Going to leave it. All right, so here's how the game works. Kegler, in 1958, British Overseas Airway Corps inaugurated jet passenger commercial service from London to New York City. That's what you went with. Do you want to take this and keep trying to reduce the vaults? Or do we leave it because you think this is a wrong choice? And remember, the first answer for this was Sydney. You're going to take it. If it turns red, your game is over. Did British Overseas Airway Corps initiate service from London to New York City in 1958? They did. All right, that means one vault is off the board. We know that did not have the whammies in it. You actually accepted this answer. Who described Hollywood as a place where they pay you $50,000 for a kiss and 50 cents for your soul? You said Marilyn Monroe. How confident were you in Marilyn Monroe? Okay, so you're going to keep this. What if I told you your alternate choice? So you're going to keep it. If I had told you your alternate choice was Betty Davis, would that make you rethink it? Well, it doesn't really matter because the correct answer is Marilyn Monroe. All right. Question number 3. What is the term for someone who continues to work during an ongoing strike? You gave up blackleg to get brown nose. Do you want to take brown nose? Oh, he's not sure. So this is the one you weren't sure of. All right. That means we've got 4 vaults up for grabs. One of these vaults has your whammies in it. Which vault color would you like? We've got blue, purple, green, or yellow. All right, he's going to go with the blue vault. Kegler is hoping that all his whammies are in the blue vault. Is Kegler right? Oh, no. No whammies in the blue vault. However, let's see what would have happened if we had kept going and you had stuck to brown nose. Oh, smart call. Brown nose was the wrong answer. Someone that works during a strike is known as a blackleg. Twisted, like, oh, you should have taken it. See, Twisted, you would have been out on that one. A strike breaker is basically known as a blackleg, and I think it's from the coal mining days. I think it's from the coal miner strikes, but I'm not sure. But you had also said in 1923 the first modern planetarium was in Berlin. You should have stuck with the original that it had given you because it was actually Munich. And then question number 5. Are we on to 5? What alcoholic pen name did Hector U. Monroe use for his writings? It was not Jack Daniels. You passed up Sake. Should have stuck with Sake because that one was the correct answer. And I think that was the last of the 5. Okay, unfortunately, you only got 2 vaults out of the way. It made it kind of tough. But no whammies for tonight. But it was a good effort. And like I said, it's harder than it looks. Especially if some of the questions are tough ones. The brown-nosed blackleg was one was a good one to stop on. If it had shown you Jack Daniels, I think you would have known Sake was the right one. And then Twisted got burnt on the Beatles. So it's actually, like I said, true-false questions are sometimes a lot harder than they look. They are a lot harder than they look. But so we only got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We only got through 10 of the vaults during the game, which really, really hit the vault total hard. The Monroe got me. Yep, the Monroe got you as well. Ironically, I think when I was writing this up, the Beatles question was the hardest one for me to pick somebody to replace them with. Because I'm like, okay, do I go with Monty Python? Do I go with the Monkees? What were my other original choices? And Cheech and Chong. I was desperate on that one because I had no idea who to put in there. Oh, you thought Monroe's nickname or pen name was Tequila? Believe it or not, Twisted got that one early. Because I think the full pen name is Saki. He put Saki to me, but I want to say it's Saki Raimi. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to go look it up. But like I said, that is a very, very quick game. Unless we like drag it out like conversations on answers and questions. But if I use this more often, it's going to be played as a fast 2 to 4 player game. That's my goal on this one. Is this one just needs to be a quick. We've got a few people. Let's play it. Get it done. I was hoping Matt was here to see it because I know Matt's got his own version of it. And I wanted to see what he thought of my version. Like I said, the other thing is I got to fix the steps. It's supposed to move up a step even on a wrong answer to help me keep track of how many vaults are opening or not opening. But for some reason, it didn't move, and I got to go figure out why. I think that's an easy fix. Which is why I kept I actually had to go pull up the Excel sheet to make sure I numbered. And when we got down to 5, I only had 5 in. I do have another set of questions available, but I'm not going to use them tonight. Just because I'm going to save this for another quick game night. So, Twisted, Kegler, what do you think of the game? And Twisted's going to go, I hate it because I got questions I didn't know. The general idea is when you're playing, the first 4, if you get through the first 4, it gets relaxed. If you miss any during the first 4, then it gets intense. Because you're like, am I going to put anything in the vault or in the bank? Because the general idea is one question, one step, right or wrong. But the vault doors only open on correct answers. Yeah, I think team play is going to be better. It'll be one of those like, we got 4 people? All right, I got to set ready for take it or leave it. If you guys have any questions, well, if you give me questions for take it or leave it, you can't play take it or leave it. Speaking of which, I am still looking for volunteers for question packs. Plus, Kegler, also remember that it's going to usually involve Discord. Your food truck, Twisted. They're going to work on your food truck. So, tomorrow, I may do another stream just to make sure I'm doing streams and not getting screwed by, oh, you haven't done X number of streams in a month, we're losing your affiliate status or anything. I may do one tomorrow. If I do, it won't be till about 9 o'clock. I don't know if LK is back yet from cruise, so we may try to cover the little bit of a hole. Tomorrow I will probably be on Zoom with Trivia 1, and then Trivia Night Online. I usually play his afterwards. They're usually fairly quick. I should say Trivia Night Online is usually very quick. Trivia 1s can run for a while, because it is Zoom and a lot of chat. If I do one tomorrow, we will probably try to do, if we don't do a list-only episode, which we might, I am leaning towards Russian roulette. I'm leaning towards that, not guaranteeing it. And next Sunday's episodes, again, we're going to do a split next the goal will be doing a 1-player game. So it's going to be a night. So it may next Sunday may be actually a long night rather than a split. I'm going to see if I got enough questions for the code. 1 versus 100. Who wants to be a millionaire? Price is Right. Monopoly Millionaires Club. I may throw Avanti Uno Alonso back in, because that's a 1-player game that multiple players can play in sequence. But it is August. Basically, it is the only month of the year with no national holidays. So what's the point of August, is the question. And again, okay, should be back on Sunday. Okay. I haven't been in Discord to look, so I haven't been paying attention. So next Sunday will probably be 1-player game night. Go early if needed. Yeah, like I said, it'll probably be early. It'll be probably right after hands-on buzzers, just to do it. So again, the code, Monopoly Millionaires Club, Winsanity, Price is Right, Millionaires Club. I forget what else I had on the list. And like I said, if anybody has a good graphic ATM machine that I can use in PowerPoint, let me know. I need a graphical one for that can be repainted. Because I really want to get Color of Money done. And then again, I'm working on the other projects along the way. Number 1, I just finished. Liars Club is to be done. Carmen Sandiego, I haven't even restarted on that one, and I didn't think I would. I remember, this is how bad the year is. I remember telling you guys in March, I started on the Carmen Sandiego thing. From that day on, I haven't had time to work out details of anything on the game. I haven't done the maps. I haven't done the flags. It's one of those where it's like, I need a week that's 10 days long that I only work for 4 of them. That's what I really need. I need a 10-day long week where we only work for 4 days out of the week. And then I would be set. So yeah, Code, Avante Delantro, 1 versus 100. Next week is 1-player game week. So, again, if you are interested, just remember we will start at approximately 7 on Sunday. And then we'll run like an hour and a half. Take a break. And come back at 10 o'clock Central Time. And then finish up there. But yeah, I like the idea of us doing a Splitsville for Sundays. Because that way I know we get something good in. And then hopefully we get some late night crews in. Like I said, I was hoping Moneymaker was going to make it tonight. Because I know he told me he wouldn't make it last week. Because getting Moneymaker on Discord, that's my goal. Because that man is hilarious when you let him loose. And again, if there's a game show you guys want us to play or try to set up, let me know. And I will go through the basics and see if I can set the game up to make it look appealing. Not perfect, because the graphics are always like the last thing on my list. I always worry about gameplay first and graphics second. Like I said, you guys should see my Only Connect board. It's a mess. It's one of the first ones I ever learned how to use the zoom feature in PowerPoint, but it still looks like a mess. And then following next month or next week, God, I don't know. I'm realizing I'm going to do smaller crowds in the evenings. Next week or the week after will probably be Wonder Ball. So I think that's what I'll aim for, is Wonder Ball that week. And one of these days I'll sit down and work on Cash Machine, which I will never get to, apparently. And 1 and 6 zeros will be next week. And Kegler actually tested that one with me some time ago. I think I got new questions though, so we'll see. Oh, I just had an idea. I am tempted to run one that I put together right now with a team of players. So the question is, we could play test one more. If I got 2 players that are interested. I'm going to save that because I did make a code change. If you guys are interested, and I threw this together kind of as a last minute, I don't know if anybody's ever going to be interested in it. Let me take a look. Rename. Kegler Twisted, if we don't get any volunteers, you guys want to help me test run 1 Yang. I will say Discord helps on this one if you're interested, but it's not required. Because all you have to do is find the answer to 1 question. Or if I've got 2 players that have never participated, and you guys are lurking around and would like to try, there are no fancy graphics to this one. But it's called 1 question. So the question is, are you guys interested? This game is one question, 20 possible answers. The game starts, we're going to reveal them row by row. However, after we show you the first 5, Twisted has returned. I don't know if Kegler has returned yet or not. Or if anybody would like to team with Twisted. But the game works as such. We're going to show you a question on the board. Okay? Kegs, Twisted, we're going to let you guys actually play as a team this time. Okay? One of you can be the spokesman, or you can both be the spokesman. I wouldn't expect a large rush either, but I never do late nights anymore. This is where I wish Matt was here. Matt, where are you? I need a 20 questions test observer. Matt is probably in bed because England time or actually he's just waking up at 6 a.m. I think Matt is English. I can never remember. Okay? So basically, this is how it works. I will show you one question on the board. Then I will show you... Nope, get back there. I messed that up. You can try to pick the right answer at any time. Okay? But if you pick the wrong answer, the game is over. And the reason I say that is because I'm going to give you 20 possible answers. Round 1, I'm going to show them to you 5 at a time. Because there is only one definite right answer, on each row, I'm going to give you a chance to correctly remove 2 wrong answers. Alright? If you get both of the 2 wrong answers removed, we'll show you the next 5. And you're going to try to remove 2 wrong answers from that row. And so on and so forth for 4 rows. So your first goal is to either get the right answer or eliminate 8 wrong answers. After that, at any point in the game, I will give you the opportunity to ask for 1 clue to any 1 answer still on the board. Anytime you want a clue, it'll cost you 10,000 whammies. But that's a lot, right? Well, that's because you're going to start with 100,000. You can use the extra clue request as many times as you need. But there is only 1 extra clue for every answer on the board. So question 1 has 1 clue. Question 2 has 1 clue. Question 3 has 1 clue, so on and so forth. You're going to then try to narrow it down from 12 correct answers to 6 correct answers. Or 6 possible answers. At that point, I'm going to give you the opportunity to remove 2 wrong answers guaranteed for another 25,000 whammies if you have them. Okay? Then we're going to play till we get down to 3 answers. I will give you 1 wrong elimination to make it a 1 out of 3 chance to a 50-50 guess for half of whatever your bank is that you have at the moment. Okay? So if you guys are ready, Twisted and Kegler, you are my guinea pigs for the game of one question. So let me upload the question file. And here is the question. What is 62? All right. That's our question. What is 62? If you are ready, Twisted, here are the first 5 answers, right or wrong, on the board. And remember, only one answer is correct. We have the last possible channel number on the UHF frequency while it existed, the number of total characters in the old 6-dot Braille system, the ISBN group identifier for books published by international publishers, the number of laps raced at every U.S. Grand Prix since 2012, Nikki Sixx sideband with producer Dave Darling. All right. If the right answer is up there, Twisted, we know there are 4 wrong ones. If the right answer is not up there, there are 5 wrong ones. I need you to pick and eliminate 2 of these answers that do not equal 62. All right, you're definitely going to go Nikki Sixx. So you do not think Nikki Sixx sideband was named 62. Nikki Sixx sideband with producer Dave Darling was 58. So you are definitely right there. It is called 58. No. That might have been one of the songs. The band was called 58. All right, so you are in good shape. Now you have to eliminate one other, unless you know the right answer is up there. So do you have any other idea of, talk me through what you think.
3 of these boxes will break the 6.
You want UHF. So the last possible channel number on the UHF frequency while it existed. You do not think that is 62. What's the thought? Reason being? Because you have one of those old televisions with the UHF dial on it, right? You remember being a remote control. All right, well, let's do UHF and see what we get. The last possible channel number on the UHF frequency was very nice. It was 69. 69 was the farthest you could turn your television up when there was VHF and UHF. And 69 is actually still in use today. It is the frequency for radio microphones. It is the frequency for radio microphones. All right. So we got 2 off the board. Here are the next 5 you have to choose from. The New York City precinct number in the 1958 TV series Naked City. The number of types of throws in judo. The total numbers of moons that have been counted around Saturn. The total number of chapters in the book of Isaiah. The numerical value of the Hebrew word for life. All right, Twisted. We know there's at least 2 wrong ones up there. Again, you can try to eliminate the wrong ones, or if you think we've hit the correct one, you can give me the correct one. At any point during the game, you can say, this is the correct answer. Boom. But as long as you eliminate wrong answers, out. You are still in the game. All right, you're going to go with Naked City to go out. The New York City precinct number in the 1958 series Naked City. What number was that? Number was 65. The 65th precinct. All right, you are still good. So again, you can only eliminate from the second row. The first row is kind of locked out at the moment. All right, you're going to go for the number of throws in judo. How many types of throws are there in judo? There are 67 types of throws in judo. There are the hand throws, the back throws, the leg throws, the hip throws, and every one of them has X amount of variance in them. But there are 67 judo throws. All right, you have eliminated 2 from row 2. Your next 2 choices, must come from this row. The agent number of the Master of Disguise in Danger Mouse. The base number of the Babylonian numbering system. The number of dwarves killed Brian Bloodaxe in the Battle of Coombe Valley of Discworld. No worries, Kegs. The smallest Achilles number. Now you can help him out. And finally, the international direct dialing code for Indonesia. So again, anywhere from 4 to 5 of these are wrong. Are there any you are sure of that are not correct? Totally sure of nothing ever. So again, we are looking for 2 answers that are not 62. You're thinking Danger Mouse for sure, and Kegler thinks Achilles number is wrong. You think Danger Mouse's Master of Disguise is Agent 420. All right, Twisted, you want Danger Mouse. All right. The agent number of the Master of Disguise in Danger Mouse, we don't want to see 62, is Agent 57. Agent 57. So you are still in. Kegler says the Achilles number is definitely wrong. Do you want to trust Kegs or go with something else? Let's go with Kegler's. All right, so we're going to go with the smallest Achilles number. What is the smallest Achilles number?
Baby doctor, can you find it?
It is 72. It is not 62. So Kegler was right. Although he had the 2 in there, it was 72. All right. So with that, Twisted, Kegler, the last 5 answers. The only integer that is 1 greater than a square and 1 less than a cube. The hull number of the battleship USS Missouri. The largest known number to have a maximum of 2 different prime number sum equations. The atomic number of Presidinium. And the final clue on the board, the number of the Cygni flying star seen in 1792 by Giuseppe Piazza. Presidinium. All right, so we've got to pick 2 out of those 5 that are definitely incorrect. Kegler says USS Missouri is definitely 63. All right, we're going to go with the USS Missouri. What is the hull number of the USS Missouri? We don't want 62. 63. One off. Close. So we have to choose one more out of the bottom row. That is not 62. And again, if at any point you think you're ready to guess, you can guess for the 60-second question. But right now, you get to pick one you think is incorrect. Pandorinium, Praseodymium. You're thinking Praseodymium is not 62. Kegler also thinks it's wrong. So we're going to try to take Praise of these nuts. All right, so we want to take Praseodymium off the board. I want to see a number that is not 62, computer. Praseodymium. Is number 59. All right, so you guys made it through round one. You now have 12 questions left. Now, from this point on, at any point, you can ask for a clue for any unanswered clue. There will be one statement or fact that may or may not prove useful. Okay? But for every fact you choose, I am taking 10,000 whammies off the board. Or you can test your luck and just pick another clue, Twisted. And again, Twisted, Kegler can help you out. If anybody's in the audience is watching that wants to help you out, they can help you out a little. But do not give a correct answer if you are an audience clue giver. All right. So which of those remaining 12, Twisted, do you think is not 62? No, they can help you by saying ones they don't think are 62. They cannot give you the correct answers. Or I should say, they can't give you the correct answer. So, for instance, if somebody swears up and down, and I'm just going to pick one, the numerical value of the Hebrew word for life is 62. That I don't want to see. The square integer. So, Kegler said, if you want 62, if you ever think you know which one it is, you can say, I'm stopping guessing for 62. But as long as you just pick an answer, then we're going to assume it's an elimination that you don't think is 62. Because remember, there are 11 wrong answers up there. So it's easier to say this one's not 62. Or if you think you know it at any point, you can say, all right, I'm going for it for 100,000 whammies. The answer is, all right, the number of moons counted around Saturn. And Kegler, you can give as many hints as well as you like, because you're his partner in this. How many moons are counted around Saturn? There are 82 of them that have been officially counted, but either named or not named. So you are good. How many did you think there were? Kegler's giving you one he thinks is wrong. Guessing maybe 5? No. Definitely more than 5. Yep, the more you know. And again, Twisted, at any point, or if Kegler says he'd like to see a hint, we can give you guys a hint for 10,000 whammies. All right, the only integer that is 1 greater than a square and 1 less than a cube. Well, I'm going to say this is probably the most obvious one up there, because 61 is not a square, 63 is not a cube. Only 25, 26, and 27 fit that category. 25 is 5 squared, 27 is 3 cubed, and between the two is 26. All right. You are still at 100,000. Just learned that in Sleepaway Camp. Is that what this show is? A Sleepaway Camp? So Twisted, Kegler, talk it out. Kim Crystal Lake. Hello, mother. Hello, father. Here we are at camp. I forget what the name of the camp is now. Kawana. And it had this guy in a big white hockey mask, didn't he, Twisted? Oh, wait, that was you in the hockey mask. You think Isaiah ain't it because it's a book. Again, you can use a clue if you like. The base number of Babylonian numbering systems. See, I figured Death by Daylight was actually just the GoPro camera of Twisted. They pretended to do it to a video game. All right, you're gonna go Isaiah. All right, so you do not think there are 62 books in the chapter of Isaiah. 60 seconds, 60 minutes, just saying. How many books are in the chapter? How many chapters are in the book of Isaiah? There are... Ooh, you were close, Twisted. There are 66. There are 66 books in the... there are 66 chapters in the book of Isaiah. I'm going to admit, that's my favorite wrong answer on the board. And because I'll even give you what the clue is for that one, just because we can. The clue for that one was Isaiah is the second largest book in the Old Testament in terms of chapters. But that is the only fact I remember from the whole list. Oh, I get where you're going, Kegs. Okay. 60 seconds, 60 minutes. Well, Psalms has 123. Isaiah has 66. So Kegler thinks the Babylonian number system is centered around time. "60 seconds, 60 minutes. All right, so we're going to go with the Babs. The base numbering system, or the base number of the Babylonian numbering system, is 60. It is 60. It is not 62, however. It's 60. All right, we are at 8 to go. We've got to get through 2 more. And again, you can buy hints. You haven't spent any yet. So we've got the number of total characters in the old 6-dot Braille system. The ISBN group identifier for books published by international publishers. The number of laps raced at each U.S. Grand Prix since 2012. The numerical value of the Hebrew word for life. The number of dwarves killed by Barian Bloodaxe in the Battle of Kun Valley of Discworld. The international direct dial code for Indonesia. The largest known number to have a maximum of 2 different prime number sum relations. And the number of the Cygni flying star seen in 1792 by Giuseppe Piazza. All right, you would like to see the single number clue for Indonesia. Oh, let's try that again. Ah, it's doing it the wrong way. Why is it doing it the wrong way? All right, let me go get the clue for you. I have to fix that. The clue for Indonesia.
Let's all play What's My Line?
The first number in the international calling codes are divided up by geographics using 2 or 3 digit codes. Okay? So that's the basic clue. The international calling codes are divided up geographically with 2 to 3 digit codes. So for instance, the US is 1. I think the UK is 10. Canada, I think, is 2. I think. I don't know. Oh, Kegler says he's pretty sure the Indonesian one is 62. So if you want to call it Kill Twisted, if you think that's right, and you don't think Kegler is picking on you, you can call it right now for 100,000 whammies. If you think the international direct dial code for Indonesia is 62. Or you can get rid of 2 more numbers. Right now you have a 1 in 11 chance. Alright, you guys think Indonesia is right. Alright. Indonesia. We want you to be 62. What is the international direct dial code for Indonesia? We're looking for 62, folks. Are we going to get it? Ta-da! It is 62. Nicely done. Should have known Kegs was going to have one that was like, yep, that's it. It is 62, and ladies and gentlemen, we're using 1 clue on the board. Twisted Sense has just earned, with the help of Kegler having a high school classmate, 90,000 whammies. Da 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 da. So how sure were you, Kegs? Did you know it like as soon as you saw it, or was it a I think I'm pretty sure. 100%. I knew I should have picked another country. I thought about that for like a while. I'm like, I just got this feeling when we do this, somebody's going to know somebody in Indonesia. But I picked like what I thought was going to be one of the more obscure country codes. But yes, so basically anything in the Indonesia area has a calling code of anywhere from 62 to 67, and it's like 62. There's a 621, a 622, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, and then there's a bunch of 67X, like 671, 672, and so on and so forth. So Kegler has convinced me I'm going to have to play dirty in this game. I'm going to have to use stuff that aren't just straightforward facts. If you had not gone with Indonesia, Twisted, where would you have gone next? Probably the Grand Prix. Well, I'm going to tell you, just to show you, let's see if this thing works. The clue for the Grand Prix is the U.S. Grand Prix race is 305. I got to fix that because that's screwed up. 305.628 total kilometers. Which means a U.S. Grand Prix race is 58 laps, I think. 56 laps. Now, I will tell you there were some easy ones to get off the board, in my opinion. The Hebrew word for life is 18. Because that's when they say boy becomes man. But if you convert the life to the Hebrew letters, it only converts to like 3 letters. It's Nanishyan. And every letter has a value. But there's like no way 3 letters were going to add up to 62 points. The maximum for a prime number, and here's a funny fact, I think it's 73. I'm not going to pull it up and look at it. Is the largest that you can add 2 different prime numbers together twice to get it. I just don't remember what those numbers are. Like 35. No, 37. 37 and 39 is 76. But there's only 2 ways to get 76 by adding prime numbers. The next smallest, the next number you can come up with is like a 3-digit number. And it takes, or the next prime number combination has like three sums that work. I know the book code is 99. I think the flying star is 61. Brain blood axe I think is like 50 something. And the total number of 6 characters in the old 6-digit Braille system I think is only like 34. I think. The Braille system, I think, is 36. Or no, 64. Ooh, so that was closer than I thought it was. Because you have to have the letters and the numbers. That's 36. And I think 26 more for uppercase letters. And then there's 2 symbols. A space or a symbol. I forget which. But nicely done, Twisted, with the help of Kegler. And that means you guys don't get to play in this one when next time I run it. Because I'll probably flip the questions. I've only got 2 question sets for this one set up. So I'll probably flip it for the next one. And come up with some more. If you guys have any ideas for questions for this one, I would love to have some. For instance, I think the one that's in my cue set is a letter, and I'm trying to come up with basically you come up with 20 questions, all of which should have a different answer, but only one is the answer in question. But all the answers are very, very similar. So, for instance, a good set of questions for this are like things that happen in a certain year. What is a specific number? What is a specific letter? What is a specific shape? This is who is Dan? All right. And you come up with 20 people that are not named Dan or Daniel or Daniel's son. And then you replace one of the 20 with one that is. And then you have to come up with one spare clue for each, including the right one. For instance, I think the clue for the prime number one is one of the numbers is a 6. That's the only clue it gives you, is one of these numbers is a 6. But yeah, I wanted something simple that works, and I think this is going to fit the category. As long as the audience doesn't like shoot out the answers during the game. They're going to say, oh, this one's 62. Whereas if you're playing with a teammate, the teammate can say, I'm pretty sure this one is. Or, ooh, I'll give you an example of what would be a good one, Kegs. Who is JC? 19 clues for people whose initials are not JC. And one clue for somebody whose initials is JC. That would be a good one, I think. Or something similar. And then you come up with a bunch of people whose first names are J, but their last names are not C. And a bunch of people whose last names are C, but their first initial is not J. And then you throw in a couple of easy ones. Like I said, the integer, like 24, 25, 26. That would be the first one I would have knocked out of the block. Because you knew 61 is not a square. 63 is not a cube. That's one of those that's like, oh, we know this one. But the idea is to put as many close answers to the actual answer as possible without putting the actual... I'm trying to think of a good one for JC. So, for instance, let me think. I've got the person's name. I got to find a fun fact about him. Yeah, I don't like any of those. That's not a fun fact. That's just famous details. His production of an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie was a real-life nightmare he had a dream about. His production of an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie was he had a dream about. Oh, that would be cruel. I like that. Oh, that would be mean. 19 people that weren't born in Kansas and one that was. But did you guys know James Cameron's story of the Terminator came from him having a nightmare? He had a nightmare about a chrome torso crawling across the floor. And he wrote the Terminator story from that nightmare. I did not know that. Oh, that, okay. Oh, 1984 Terminator is mute. Okay, how about Ed Harris punched his director in the deep, or the abyss? Yeah, but you can write trivia questions around certain things. Like I said, if I went with JC, I would definitely do either James Cameron or Julia Child as my two people. So, for instance, if it was like 1990, it was which happened in 1990. And then you give 20 different answers that could happen any year, but you always make sure, like, you use at least the 7 before, the 7 after. And then you try to do ones that are like 1980 and 2000. So it's like, so they have to worry a little, like, they picked a close one. That's the goal of this game, is make sure there are enough close answers that people are going to be like, I don't know his first name. I don't know his last name. I like the Kansas one. That one sounds mean. So it's basically 20 names, or one question, 20 answers. The first answer is always the right one. And then there's like one extra fact or statement that may or may not help. For instance, the U.S. Grand Prix is 305.827 kilometers. Okay, is that going to help you figure out how many laps there are in it? Probably not, but it might give you, like, it might say, that's not enough to make 62 laps. Or like the Saturn clue. The Saturn clue was, of all the moons of Saturn, 29 of them are not named. I don't remember what the clue is on the Missouri. What was the clue on the Missouri? Because the Missouri was the closest. The Missouri was 63. The Missouri was famed for being the last battleship commissioned by the United States. I don't think that would help. But that's a legitimate clue.
And now, here is America's #1 Spot Watcher.
The agent in Danger Mouse, his number was not used in any variation of Get Smart. Or like Twisted, you knocked off the Nikki Sixx one immediately because you thought it was like something Star. The actual name of the band was 58 or 57. The name of the band is, what did I say? 58, because the band was named after Sixx's and Darlene's birth year. So they were born in 1958, so that's why they called the band 58. No, one of the songs I think is called 6 a.m. But, yeah, that one I looked up like a few times just to make sure. Sixx was a member of Sister before going on to form London with his sister bandmate Lizzie Gray. He then formed the side project group 58 with Dave Darling. Then he formed the 2002 group Brides of Destruction. And then in 2006, he did 6 a.m. with James Michaels and DJ Ashba. So he's actually been in 1, 2, 3, 4 bands counting Motley Crue. And that's why I specifically put Dave Darling in there. Because Dave Darling didn't have anything to do with 6 a.m. In 2006, initially to record an audio accompaniment to his autobiography. His side band 6 a.m. is himself, James Michaels, and DJ Ashba. Let me see, 6 a.m. I'm going to look see if Darling was in 6 a.m. Nope, just those 3. Darling wasn't in it. Alright guys, anyway, I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to try to, now I got to go try to find another set of questions for one question. Like I said, I'm depending on how long Trivia 1 is tomorrow. I might do another episode tomorrow. Maybe straight Jeopardy. If not, again, we'll try one during the week. No promises as to the date. And then we will be back on Sunday night. Again, we'll try this. We're going to try to do the split right after Hands on Buzzers. We'll do something at 7 o'clock, about an hour and a half. Take a break. We'll be back at 10 o'clock Central Time for whatever we got planned for the night. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as we always say, be good to yourself, be good to your friends, be good to your neighbors. Be good to a stranger, because that stranger today might be a friend tomorrow. And again, if anybody knows how to set up a donation stream, please let me know, because I would like to do one for Stray Paws in St. Louis, because like I said, they got hit hard by the floods, lost all their puppies. All the adults survived, but none of the puppies did. And I would like to be able to donate something to them. So if you guys would be willing to help out, let me know. And then I will try to figure out something for overlays and things like that. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, from here on out, we are going to wish you a very good night. And we will see you guys sometime next week and next Sunday. And who knows, mystery times in between? Maybe. Y'all have a good one.